from last week when Mayor Matson was reading letters of support of Alderwoman Lee's and the Progressive Democrats resolution. And I realize there's a lot of progressives on the city council and out in the chambers here. I guess as a Catholic, I was a little taken back by the Bishop of Davenport and the Davenport Diocese Administration, along with the Sisters of Humility, in support of the progressive resolution. Not so much for what it stood for, but, you know, for over 50 years, I've watched the progressive movement in the country consume the Democrat Party. And I've listened to this discussion, I think back to 1960 when this communist Soviet Premier Khrushchev came to the United Nations and pounded on the podium with his shoe, warning the people of the United States that the communists would take over the country from within. So thinking back from last week and Khrushchev's warning, you know, I think they've accomplished it. You know, and this is just my view. You know, I think the Communist Party of America now is the Progressive Democrat Party. You know, the resolution presented to the City Council by the progressives it's important to know who the Progressive Party is of America and how it got started. You know, some of the older ladies out here and the older ladies on the City Council probably know Margaret Sanger. You know, Margaret Sanger has been a matriarch of the modern day Progressive Party and the Democrats. Now, Margaret Sanger was a eugenics enthusiast who advocated, like the Nazis, social cleansing by eliminating undesirable, like the poor,
Mr. Ambrose,
the elderly,
as you have asked people not to call people's names, I'm going to ask you to keep it straight and not use those terms.
Please. In 1973, with the support of 7 progressive Supreme Court judges, abortion was made legal, leading to the genocide of 70 million innocent, unborn babies in our once great country. And sadly, with funding approved by progressive Democrats in Congress, our federal government has funded genocide by abortion to other countries. So when the bishop and the Catholic administration of the Catholic Diocese of Davenport, along with the good Sisters of Humility, publicly support the misleading resolution from local progressive Democrats, they've been either deceived or willing to support of the Progressive Democrat Party. Now, I think back to St. Matthew the Apostle, who said, beware of false prophets. And I'll rest my case there.
Are you done? So I wasn't going to say anything, but boy, am I saying something now. So listen.
As a progressive,
so Mr. Ambrose, you do not have the floor. I do not. So I am very proud to be a Democrat, but I am also very proud of this council who tries to keep particular issues focused on whatever it is the issue or agenda is at hand. As you have been concerned, and I have been concerned, and quite frankly, everybody's concerned up here when people call names or use the word Nazi or communist, that's totally inappropriate, totally wrong, and you should be ashamed for saying that anybody, especially someone sitting in this chamber, especially someone sitting up here, especially someone like myself, who has served a country, that you would associate the word communist or the word Nazi That is totally inappropriate, totally out of line, and you should be ashamed for saying it. Thank you.
Oh, I'm not ashamed, Your Honor.
You do not have the floor. You're done talking.